it was taken just a week ago, and it shows our organ delivery aircraft flying over the famous Huffman Prairie field where the Wright brothers did most of all of their initial trials after Kitty Hawk and before they became famous. Indeed, just last week, we test flew with the FAA's approval our all-electric organ delivery aircraft over 1,000 nautical miles from Plattsburgh, New York to Bentonville, Arkansas. New liquid hydrogen-powered fuel cell technology gives electric aircraft ranges comparable to planes flying with jet fuel. The tail number of this aircraft, UT-250 Uniform Tango, UT, proclaims its mission of delivering organs for United Therapeutics with a zero carbon range of 250 nautical miles. Bob Montgomery asked me to speak today about what it took to create the first life-saving xenoheart. It took way more than a village. The foundation of what it took was decades of peer-reviewed molecular biology research by hundreds of scientists and research associates, more than I can ever name. But just by way of example, to demonstrate the caliber of this amazing collective of research experts, I mean research published by the likes of David Sachs, David Cooper, and Megan Sykes. Then it took the combined science and art of genetic engineered animal husbandry. It is not easy to meaningfully modify something as hyper-complex as a pig without actually breaking a thing or two. And breaking pig genomes is not going to lead to xenotransplantation success. While the peer-reviewed xeno research could guide us in what to do, it could not tell us how to do it. Here we must pay homage to the generations of scientists and animal care experts who have learned how to edit genes, clone animals, and breed genetically modified mammals like the pig. Again, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of people that should be credited, but just by way of example, I want to point out Emmanuel Charpentier, Jennifer Doudna, Ian Wilmot, and David Ayers. Once we had figured out how to do what we've been advised by research to do, we then had to confirm whether or not we had done it right. We had to test the hypotheses. This involved careful laboratory testing, both ex vivo, as Robin Pearson led the way, and in vivo, as individuals such as Mohammed Mohouddin, Lars Burdoff, and the Munich group have led the way. More recently, in the months before the xenoheart transplant, Bob Montgomery and his team at NYU and Jamie Locke and her team at UAB further led the way. And again, all of these are simply exemplary names for more animal model transplanters than I would have time or ability to recount. Along this entire process, we had two vital forces that kept us moving from the base of this 10-gene pyramid to the 10-gene xenoheart in Mr. Bennett Sr. at the top. First, there was an unrelenting commitment on the part of so many people to make xeno happen. I used to bristle at the comment that xeno would always be the future of medicine because it seemed to discount our efforts, or that xeno was like an onion with unlimited layers to unpeel, as that seemed to discount the scientific process. The commitment of so many researchers to letting nothing stand in our way is a huge part of what propelled us from basic research to life-saving xenoheart. When I think of such unrelenting commitment to improving transplant medicine, I think of my mentors, Tom Starzl and Sir Magda Yaqub. Finally, nothing like a life-saving xenoheart could have been achieved without immense amounts of good faith, mutual, scientific collaboration. We owe this success as much as anything to the cooperation of Kinexa in providing an anti-CD40 drug supply, and to Ex Vivo of Sweden in providing STEEN cardiac solution and a post-explant heart box. If you add up all the contributors in this pyramid and its ramparts, I think you will see that the first ever Saving xenoheart was a creation of thousands of people across many decades and dozens of organizations. The patient, David Bennett Sr., whose heart model is under my left hand, thanked Dr. Griffith, Dr. Ayers, and Dr. Mahouddin for giving him a chance to live and enjoy his family and passions. But I thank the patient for giving us, the transplantation community, a chance to save the lives of thousands of more patients in this very decade of the 2020s. And I thank all of you at this Transplant Congress for all you do year in, year out to make life extension with good quality life a visceral reality for countless tens of thousands of patients today. Thank you. Oh, wow. Thank you so much.